Hello everybody, you got Garage Guy coming to you. This is December 29th, 2017, and exactly 1 week ago, back on the 22nd, my buddy Joe brought his Smith Wesson M&P15 over. We were doing some target shooting, and of course we have it on video here on YouTube. But anyhow, one thing I did not put on that video was me shooting his M&P15. Now, I've shot ARs before, but not this particular model. And I was psyched, I was stoked, pumped up. And I really enjoyed it. But also, there is one thing I failed to realize. Watch until the end of the video, and you will see what I failed to realize. Okay? Catch you then. P15 chambered in 223. Let's take a few rounds. You ready to go?
Yep.
All righty. Well, nothing happened. There we go. Oh, that brings back some memories. Huh. Hoorah! Ah. Let me show you why you use AR 500 steel when shooting an AR. Yep, a big hole. 2 holes all the way through. Might as well be a hole. That's a big crater. Oh well. Big old hole. And it just cratered the crap out of this. Good grief. It's old scrap steel I've had for years, no problem. Well, my friends, you just saw firsthand what I failed to realize or think of first. When shooting certain firearms with certain ammo, you need to have certain steel targets, okay? It's just that simple. I messed up, but it's not a total loss. I can still use those for my handgun rounds. Now, those targets I put the holes through were nothing more than scrap steel I'd got from a buddy of mine several years back. And I took a Black & Decker hand grinder and grinded them down into smaller sizes and made those targets. You could say they were homemade steel targets. They were 1/4 inch thick, and they worked from everything from 22 long rifle up to 357 Magnum, no problems. But did they work for a rifle round of .223? No, not every time. And if you notice, there were some shots that were taken over to the right. I have some AR-500 steel targets that I was shooting at. Didn't even put a scratch on those. It just scarred the finish up on it a little bit, no problem. Maybe subconsciously I was wanting an excuse to buy some more steel targets. I don't know. I won't admit to that, but that's probably the reason. But anyhow, it's not a total loss. I can still use those. That targets I made from scrap. But let this be a lesson to everybody out there. Not all steel targets, are made for rifle rounds. Case in point, garage guy. Anyhow, I want to thank my buddy Joe for bringing that Smith Wesson M&P15 over. I want to thank him for letting me fire those 30 rounds through it. And another thing I did learn, I want one of those. Alright, hopefully here by this spring, I will have a Smith & Wesson M&P15. That thing was dead on accurate. And he said, Mark, it was like that from the box. I didn't have to adjust that sights one bit. And I'm like, even better, okay? Another thing learned right there. It's always fun to get out and shoot. But when you got one or two more people with you, and they are very knowledgeable about the subject, then no problem with that. It just makes it that much more fun. And I guess Joe and I will be doing a lot more shooting together and bringing it to you here on YouTube, alright? Well, listen, I'm going to get off here. My Virginia Tech Hokies just handed the game over to the Oklahoma State Cowboys in the, Camping World Bowl game in Orlando. That's fine. They're still a young team. They're my home team. And congratulations on a good season. Alright. This is Garage Guy. I'm out of here.